City Jazz Sessions is about great music, arts, and entertainment. We are located in St. Louis, Missouri, and available to performance art lovers worldwide. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. You can email us at cityjazzsessions@gmail.com. You gonna make the introduction, Warren?
Good evening. This is Warren Harper, City Jazz Sessions Live. Tonight we have a very special guest. My co-host Leon is with me, and we're interviewing Miss Uvee Hayes, St. Louis's own. How are you?
I am doing great, very
Great.
great, and thank you for inviting me.
Well, you're quite welcome. Like I said, I knew it was just a matter of time before we connected. It's a good time because actually our show is growing. We're getting a little better, and I think people know we're here now. So welcome to the family.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm
So now,
excited and looking forward to talking with you today.
sure. So Leon, what do you think? What do you think we ought to start? Little bio info and get the fans to know who she is.
Well, okay. So first, and I want to get this question out of the way because
Hmm.
I've been considering this since I first found out that you were coming on the show. That you are the wife of the great Bernie Hayes, the legendary radio man here in St. Louis. And so I have one question for you.
Uh-oh.
How is he putting up
Okay.
playing second fiddle to you?
Oh, he's my biggest fan and my biggest supporter. No doubt at
Great.
all. Yes.
That's the way it's supposed to be. I like that.
Yes.
So I got that out of the way now. So tell us about how you decided to get into doing music, because as we talked earlier, you had another career before you started into music. How did you get into doing music?
Well, I've been in music for a time. Actually, it started in high school. Started with the high school talent show and won the talent show and just kept getting requests, for me to sing. And it just stayed with me even through my college years. College bands, did a lot of that in order to make tuition, for meal ticket for college, dormitory living. And so it's just been that kind of thing. So it really started with the high school talent show.
Okay.
So where did you go to
And the rest
college?
is just history. I went to school undergrad studies at Mississippi Valley State in Itabena,
Hmm.
Mississippi. And then I did grad studies at Mississippi State University in Starksville, Mississippi. So most all of my education background was in Mississippi. And then when I moved to St. Louis, I did university studies, getting certifications in different areas,
So the music actually.
singing on the side.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the music came first, and then the other career came.
The music, right. The music came first. And then even in college, it was music. And even through college and after college, always with bands, doing entertaining, around the city. So, yes,
Okay.
music came first, then college,
So now,
but it was always music.
do you consider yourself a jazz singer, or um, do you put yourself in any kind of a particular category? How do you describe yourself and your music?
I really do it all. I do a little bit of blues. I'm in love with Delta blues. I do a little bit of smooth jazz. I love soul, do soul. So I'm all over the place. It's it's very hard when I talk to the radio personalities and them trying to put me into a certain category.
Hmm. Hmm.
It never works out, because on my CDs there's a little bit of all of it. It's a little bit of Delta blues sometimes, soul, uh, it's all there. I've even done some big band music with my producer in Chicago, Tom Washington.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What has it been like to do? I'm guessing that you've been doing your music even during the pandemic. What is that? What has it been like for you trying to make your music during the pandemic?
That was it was really hard, because even trying to get the next CD ready and being in the studio,
Hmm.
all of my music is with live musicians. So that's been really kind of hard. Sometimes we would have the musicians to come in, and then I would come later, after the track is all laid out and finished. So it's been difficult, but I've been working on it
Okay. I'm looking at the list
and
here.
still working on it.
Okay. Looking at the list of, I guess this is considered your bio, and I am blown away at how many artists that you've actually performed and recorded with. I mean, you've got Otis Clay, The Emotions, Teresa Davis, the great Oliver Sane, Stevie Wonder, and Luther Ingram, and it just goes on and on. Bobby Rush, Tyrone Davis, Ike Turner.
Yes.
What was that like?
He came to St. Louis. We did what we call a tribute for the late Oliver Sane. And all
Okay.
of these people that you just named were
Hmm.
invited to that.
Oh,
And
wow.
we did some things together locally. That was an exciting time. But my most exciting time was when my late producer, Bonky Shepherd, was able to get Stevie Wonder to come in and blow harmonica on one of my songs. I was blown away.
I bet that had to
Wow.
be
I thought
awesome.
that was just great.
Yeah.
The tune was My Man, and Stevie Wonder was blowing that particular song. Yeah,
He blows
that
that
was done in
harmonica.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Nobody
Yes.
plays it like Stevie.
I I wish that I had that song so you could actually hear him blowing, but it was fun. It was fun.
I bet. I bet.
It's been up and down. It's been a roller coaster, but hey, who wouldn't enjoy a roller coaster ride?
So how do you think that how do you think your music has progressed through the years as you have picked up
Well,
different talents and worked with different people? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, you went out a little bit
Oh,
when you
okay.
were
I
asking
was
that
saying
part of it.
how do you feel your music has progressed through the years?
My producers, I have a producer. It depends a lot on the producer and how their thought process and how they think. One of my producers, he's very, he has this kind of young energy. And then my other producer, he's smooth and kind of old school. So, you know, when you mix it all together, it blends so beautifully. And I've been with these guys for a long time, and I can just see the progress that we are making each time we go in the studio. And it just grows and it gets larger, smoother. And I'm really, really happy with that.
Okay.
Oh,
So now you've done 9 albums, is it? 9 CDs?
10,
10. Okay. Okay.
10 different CDs. Yes.
When was the last one released?
The last one was released 2 years ago.
And which one was that?
And that one was done here locally in St. Louis
Mm-hmm.
with my producer, Mr. James McKay. And before that, Chicago. So I've been in and out of the studio for a long time and did some recordings in different states. I did some recordings with the late Bunker Shepherd in New Orleans, with Tom Washington in Chicago. Did some recordings in Detroit. So, the CDs just, they were produced and recorded in quite a few cities. The 10 CDs.
Now, do you do a lot of
I
live?
started with 45.
I'm sorry?
I started with 45s.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I remember those.
I remember those.
I remember those. I had quite a few of those for a
45.
while. Oh,
We
yeah.
weren't that young. We
Actually,
remember.
oh, well, I don't want to lose you guys, okay? But I've been around a while.
Yeah. We.
Yeah, started
I
with
used-
45.
I had
Then went to LPs.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So a little bit of history there.
Sure. Oh, when
Yeah.
you talk about 45s, that bring back memories, because those I started buying when I started buying music. It came in 45s and 33s and 78s, and the 78s hadn't gone out yet.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
I
the
remember those.
the 78 that I have here, that's the one that I have with Stevie Wonder blowing him up.
Oh, wow. Now
Wow.
that's a collector's
Yeah.
item.
Yeah.
I didn't know Stevie was on
Yes,
78.
it is.
Okay.
That's definitely a collector's item.
I did. Yeah. I have some 33s. I did some work with the late Luther Ingram. He wrote quite a few of my songs,
Oh, wow.
my original songs. Yeah.
Santa, have you done a
And
lot
they
of
did really well.
live dates? Or has most of your work been recorded?
I've done a lot of live dates. I've done a lot of live dates also. This is I don't know if you could see that.
Yes,
but you
ma'am.
See how far back we go here. I see you, UV.
I see you, UV. Now if you see me
Yes.
mute my mic, guys, my lawn guy showed up unexpectedly and it's very loud, so I'm trying to keep that off.
Oh, we don't even hear it. We didn't even hear it.
Oh,
Yeah, I was muting it. You would have heard it if I
Oh,
had
okay.
muted.
Okay.
well, don't feel bad. Mine is on the way.
So, where was I? Oh, so you do a
I
lot
even
of,
have some
you
cassettes
do it,
around here.
and you got cassettes too. I have digitized all of that
Got it
stuff.
all.
That is great. That is great. Yes, cassettes.
Hopefully, I'll
Now,
cassette.
now don't tell me you got any 8-tracks. Yeah, I'll
Yes.
be. You got those too.
Wow, that would be it.
No,
8-tracks too.
no, I don't have any 8-tracks.
Oh, okay, very good.
I had at least 1 or 2 cars with 8 tracks in it.
No, I don't have any 8-tracks. I'm sorry.
Well, they really weren't around long enough to make them worth having.
Not that long.
Oh man.
It's been a fun ride.
Well, absolutely. So you've done 10 albums, and the last one was 2 years ago. So you have no desire to stop making new music. Is that correct?
Oh no. I will always make music.
Now, do you write a lot of your own
You know,
stuff,
it's
or
just
do you?
something in
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you know what? I just started to try writing my own music. Most of it was written by someone else. So I'm trying to get into, and I've been trying to encourage my husband to write some music for me because he's a great writer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
So now, do you
Are you
play?
singing
yeah. I have
lyrics
a new
or
CD that's.
actual music?
I'm sorry.
Does he do the lyrics or
What was
actual music?
he does lyrics?
Oh, okay, great, great.
Yeah,
Okay,
he does lyrics.
sure. I'd like to hear a taste of his mind.
Yeah, yeah. I have a new CD coming, and I was trying to encourage him to do some writing for me, but
Hmm.
he's really busy. Yeah, but I'm working on it.
All right. Well, maybe he will sometime. But anyway, if you have a couple of CDs on hand, maybe I can purchase an autographed copy from you.
Oh, I'd love to do that. Be
Okay,
happy
great.
to do that.
Well, I queued up
Sure.
one of your songs. We're gonna try to get a little bit of it in here. So give me a second. We're gonna try to play a little
Okay,
bit.
all righty. How y'all doing? See if you can feel this. I've been waiting on this all day. Let's get away. Wave your hands like this. Baby, let's get away.
So what song is that?
Groovy.
And what you
That's
remember?
done for the summer.
I like that.
And we can let our love go free. So put on that suit and those fancy shoes. Ooh, baby, it looks so good on you. Let's dance all night. Groove with you, baby.
So do you remember who wrote that one?
Yes, James McKay, local producer here in St. Louis.
So now, do you get a chance to work with a lot of the artists here in St. Louis?
I do, not as much as I would like to, though.
Mm-hmm.
And we can
I have a lot going on this summer. Really busy for the month of April, May, and June. Things are opening up again, so I'm doing shows, and some of them with local artists.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 artists on at the on one show.
So now, how do you find the local music scene? Do you find it's very friendly to you? That you get a lot of love from the St. Louis area?
I do, and I'm so happy for that. I get club owners, and usually if I make an appearance at a club, I'm always invited back. I really like that because that means they like me.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So it's been really going well. They show a lot of love, and I really appreciate it.
I don't want to play the whole song. We'll give the people something to go get.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was really good. I really hadn't heard your music prior to you coming on the show, but yeah, I really like that.
Oh, you missing a treat.
Not anymore.
You wait until you share my love,
Which one?
share my world,
Okay.
share my world.
Okay.
It's a true love song. I've got some great response from my music, um, and it has really done well. I did a song with Otis Clay, Play Something Pretty. It went all the way up, So I've been enjoying this, having fun.
So are there any places that you would like to play, or any venues that you are looking forward to possibly displaying your music, or you just, taking the ride wherever it goes?
I'm really taking the route wherever it goes, but it would be a pleasure to make an appearance at the Fox again. I did it once, so I'm looking forward to that and other venues around the city that I have not been in yet.
So what
The
was it like
Fox
Uh,
to?
would be awesome.
one of the locations that I always make an appearance at, and I really enjoy, is the Blues Museum, the
Oh,
National
okay.
Blues Museum.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love performing there. I enjoy that. So, you know, it's just wherever it takes me, I appreciate it and enjoy it.
So what was it like playing the Fox?
I did. They did a tribute there to Matthew Dickey, and I don't know if you're familiar with
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Dickey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I was asked to make an appearance there, and that's how I got in. And I really did enjoy it. But someday I'll be back.
Okay. And so, I we talked, and you uh, work with school age kids. Do you get a
Yes.
chance to share with them some of your music and some of the history of the people that you've come across in your travels doing music?
Not really, I don't. When I was teaching, um, it wasn't my music that I shared, but when I opened my class in the morning, sometimes in order to get their attention, I would do like a song that they could relate to, that kind of thing. But other than that, no, I don't get the opportunity to really share like I should.
Okay. Would you like to do that, or is that just something down the road that maybe you
I
might get
really,
into?
well, I really been thinking about it. In the school district, they have uh, some kind of activity where blues in the schools.
Hmm.
And I've been really thinking seriously about participating in that. You go into the schools, into the auditorium, into the gym, and sing to the kids, that kind of way. So I've been thinking about that, maybe participating in that, but I have not done it yet.
Okay. Very good. Very good. So
So
what?
what local schools do you have connections with here in St. Louis?
I'm in and out of most of the public schools in the city, K through 12. So I know a lot of the principals uh, in the schools. So I have that kind of connection. I know a lot of the people at the headquarters at the Board of Education, but it's always been work related. Sometimes when I do shows, they will come out and support me that way. So that's basically the extent of it.
The reason I asked was because I was working with my cousin, and we had a program called Michael's Jazz Bistro, and we worked with children in well, it wasn't a school, it was actually a residential facility. Uh,
Okay.
Edgewood, then Great Circle was where it was. And we had a lot of success with that. I'm really trying to bring it back.
Oh,
Maybe
I
we can
would
talk
love
about
to
that in the
participate if
future.
you do. Okay, fantastic.
So I know.
Uh, the district is the district is responsible for evaluations and assessments at Edgewood.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm pretty much familiar you know, with that company.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but they had some bad things happening there, and I don't know. I thought they might have gotten shut down, but I'm not sure. It was a great circle.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know music has
I
been.
I haven't been.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go
No, go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead. You were talking.
No, I was just going to say I have not been in contact with some of the areas like Edgewood, since the
Right.
COVID. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that now.
So I know music has its upside, and being on the stages can be exciting. So what are some of the challenges that you feel you had to overcome in order to be able to, um, so ply your craft, to do your music? What are some of the challenges that you had to overcome?
Um, wow. Some of the challenges that I've had to overcome is I had to end up hiring my own sound person, because a lot of time when people invite you to perform, they don't have the system of the PA system and that kind of thing that's really needed. And that's really what makes the show.
Okay.
If the PA system is not good, then the show is going to be a real flop. So I had to correct that. And just being a Black woman, you know,
Mhm.
uh, you have your ups and downs,
Mhm.
but I'm working with all of that. I just keep moving.
Yeah, I think they call it self-care nowadays. Yeah.
Yes,
So now,
it's been good.
some of the so I've heard a lot of stories about people that had to play in in venues that weren't very nice. Did you have to go through some of those, or you have had a little different pathway to being able to do your thing?
I've had a little different pathway. Um, I've been there because I'm flexible. If I have someone that want to invite me in, I never really say no,
Hmm.
even if it doesn't last but 45 minutes or less. I always show up with a smile on my face and have fun and just do my thing.
Right.
But most of the time, I've been blessed and, been able to get invited to really nice venues. And I'm really happy about that.
Now the
So
old
just being
Chitlin
flexible.
circuit. Did you ever play the old Chitlin circuit?
Oh, yes. Yes. I've been out there long enough and having 45s. Yes.
Yes.
How could I miss the chili circuit? It's been fun. It's been fun though. I did some entertaining in Mississippi uh, in the 60s, the 70s, so I've been all over the place.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Track shows, bands, big bands. So, it's been up. It's been up. I'm very happy.
So can you
So
go? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Warren.
so right now, if someone called you up and said, UV, we've got a gig, possible gig for you. Can you just put your band together in a couple of hours?
Well, yes, but my band is always ready. I have
Okay.
a seven pieces. And yeah, some of the guys do a little freelancing, and I understand that.
Hmm.
And be working every night. They really have to kind of branch out sometime. But they are
Yeah,
really
sure.
loyal.
Okay.
And usually if something pops up, they're ready to go.
They're ready to go. That's
And I'm
good.
really very happy and very thankful with that.
So can you share one of your favorite stories about being on the road and playing someplace outside the state?
Oh, let's see. I was in Indiana a few years ago, and something happened that delayed the show,
Mhm.
and the people were really, you know, getting irritated because it was taking so long for me to come on the stage. But we got through it, and I was really happy that we did. But sometimes you have these kind of setbacks.
Mhm.
It wasn't my fault. It was the person giving the, you know, the show.
Mhm.
And apparently, the person that was supposed to go on for me, before me, they were demanding money, and the money was slow coming. And
Mhm.
that person did not go on stage until the money was there. So that delayed the whole show. So, you know, the people in the audience was getting anxious because they didn't really know what was going on.
Sure.
And then I
But
did
they
a show
paid
in
their money
Mississippi.
already.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you have that problem though when you know when you show up, they give you a down payment, but the money is not ready. The rest of the money is not ready. Showtime.
Sure.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
So sometimes you run into these problems. And then, you know, I did a show in Mississippi, and a fight started,
Oh wow.
and they were throwing chairs, and I was, you know, kind of ducking. you this is just life, you know. So
I'm
anyway,
sorry.
I had that experience once.
I'm not laughing at your. I'm laughing. I understand the uniqueness of the situation.
Well, you know, these are my ups and downs and experiences, you know.
Well, I mean,
But
so
that's
And
like
that was out of time.
right.
That was a show on the road.
I know you when you
No,
put
no,
music and booze and clubs together, you can
yes,
wind up with some of anything.
yes.
sure.
And I just love the audience. No guns, no, just chairs, fists, fights.
Old fashioned stuff.
Oh,
Right, right.
that's right.
But you could probably kill somebody with a chair if you hit them hard enough now.
Well, I'm pretty sure, but it was mostly fist fights.
Good thing that
So
never happened.
I've
So I know some
yes,
some entertainers, don't like audience members to have cameras and while they're out performing. Do you have anything like that or any special requirements when people are at your show?
no, I don't. No, I most of the time when I'm performing, there's always now with the cell phones, you know, they're so popular. The minute you get started, they are filming you, you know.
Hmm.
But unless the owner has, you know, some knows, I don't.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point because like you said, everybody's got a camera. And I like to do it
Yeah.
myself when I go out sometimes. I have a little portable camera, Zoom, that I like to record. But I usually ask. I say, is it okay? Especially if I don't know the
Well,
art.
see, you're a nice guy.
Right. I
I
try to
mean,
be.
that camera go up really quick. All of a sudden, that camera is on.
Mm,
Ah,
So
I know.
now, what kind? And one of the
but
things I
not
like to ask artists are, I know you like your music. What kind of music do you have in your playlist of other artists? What other artists do you listen to?
you know, I like Nancy Wilson. Um, I like Diana Washington. You know, I enjoy listening to them. I like soul music, and believe me, I like a little bit of Howlin' Wolf.
Hmm.
I love BB King. So all of that is in my music list. And believe me, I love oh, the guy, the Caucasian guy, Willie Nelson.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I, I've
Some
been.
country.
I love Willie Nelson. You are
I
always
thought you were
on
gonna
my
say Michael
mind.
McDonald.
No, Willie Nelson.
All righty.
I
I got
recorded one of Willie Nelson's songs, the one that he wrote called Funny.
funny. Okay.
So what
Funny how time slips away.
oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. That one.
Yeah, yeah.
What were some of your early influences that help you, shape your music career?
I've always enjoyed and I always go way back. I started listening to Mitty Collier. She did a song called "The Man Is Down on Me." I know that's a little bit far back for all of you guys, right?
Well, we're not youngsters though.
Don't know that.
we've been around for a few summers.
but I like soul music, and I like
Mhm.
Mitty Collier
Mhm.
was one of my favorites. I
Okay.
used to listen to her on the radio all the time.
Okay. So what kind of music did you get into trouble to when you were a teenager?
Um, hmm, I there was so much music that I enjoyed. I'm trying to think of something that was one of my favorites. Um, ooh, I didn't really listen to a lot of music.
Okay.
I was so busy concentrating and trying to get through high school but Mitty Collier, I can remember during my high school days.
Mhm.
Some of her songs, especially the one "The Man Is Down on Me." I really enjoyed that song. I got into a lot of trouble with that song.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know that song, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
I
to
mean,
check it
there's definitely obviously some here. I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
I've been around a while, but that one's a new one on me.
But then, so I enjoyed James Brown too. I mean, I would sit around and the Ed Sullivan Show, and I heard that James Brown was going to be on there. Oh, I didn't miss it.
Oh, James Brown was the man back in the
So,
day,
yeah, yes, he was. Yes,
singing and
this is a
dancing.
man.
Oh,
See,
Yes,
my days was
this.
the Isley Brothers in Chicago and Boston and REO. Um, who else?
Okay.
Yeah, Lakeside. Those are kind of the groups that kind of got in trouble with.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't do much, going out to the clubs and stuff. But I
You did a lot of house parties.
I'm sorry, huh?
Did you do a lot of house parties?
No, no. I guess you could call me a square.
No, no. I have a fairly new song, and it is called "Basement Party."
okay.
When you get a chance, take a listen.
Okay.
Uh, it's really doing well around the country. A lot of my music is played overseas in the
Mhm.
UK. So, "Basement Party" is a real big song.
So have
Basement
you
Party.
traveled abroad and played your music?
Yes, I believe 2 summers ago, I was over in Europe.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That was a really, really great experience for me. Um, we did a lot of entertaining on the cruise. Um, it was really nice, very nice experience. I would like to do that again.
And so they received you
It
pretty
was,
well, huh?
oh yeah, They love the blues, the soul music on the cruise ship. And I enjoyed it. I had a ball. It lasted about 5, 6 days. And that was right before the COVID started. That was in
Okay.
October.
Okay.
So by the time I got home and relaxed, then the COVID came.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, it was.
The European Blues Cruise is what it was called.
Okay. Because I think some of the first cases that really got our attention about COVID was when it got on those cruise ships, and it made it really look bad.
Yes. And I had just gotten off. So I was really blessed and happy about that. Yes.
You don't want to get trapped on the
Ah,
ship with COVID.
no, you don't. So that was interesting, but it was great.
So, what were some of your favorite cities that you visited in Europe?
Uh, Marseille, that was
Ah,
nice and interesting.
okay. I think I've been to
Um,
both my cities.
that was beautiful. At Paris,
Oh, yeah, okay.
the cruise ship would stop and you'd had the opportunity to get off and, you know, go shop and visit. So
Sure.
it was really great and interesting. Yeah.
So
Spain.
so if
Oh, yeah.
some young person came up to you and asked you, um, what should they know about having a music career, what would you share with them?
Um, Try to learn the business. It's
Mhm.
not all just about singing and
Right.
entertaining. You need to know what else is happening with the business.
Sure.
I would definitely tell them that. I didn't really dig into the business until late, but if you're starting out, try to learn all that you possibly can learn about the business itself. That's important.
You
Hmm.
mean like managing your career and accounting and
Yeah,
those
yeah.
kinds of things?
And getting trapped in such horrible contracts, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, royalties.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot.
So you think the business aspects of it is pretty complicated?
Um, not really complicated. You just need to study, pay attention, listen,
Hmm.
and learn from experiences. It's all of that. You don't necessarily have to be a lawyer.
Mm. Yeah.
One or two bad experiences, you learn from that. You learn from good experiences.
Sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I guess that's with anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I haven't
Yeah.
heard this in a while, but I used to hear artists talk all the time about the pay scale in St. Louis. What's your experience with that?
Uh, it hasn't been the greatest. It's almost like they get together and have a meeting and say, well, okay, this is all we're gonna pay.
Wow.
Because most of them do the same.
Hmm.
The
Mm,
money is not really what it should be for artists. For some reason, if you're local, they don't think that you should make a lot of money. You should make very little money.
mm,
You spend your time, you spend your money doing your music, your studio, and all of that. But locally, the money's just not there,
mm.
to help you.
So now, do you have a studio at home?
I don't have a studio at home. I've been blessed because the producer here locally in St. Louis, we work really great together. Sometimes not all about the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the opportunity to get in and, you know, uh, put down ideas and don't have to worry so much about the money
Mm-hmm.
part of it. So that's been very helpful for me.
Sure.
Very.
So now you and your band has been together for a lot of years. How did that
Uh,
process come together?
well, my producer, the guy that works with me and my band director, he's really he works with a group and he's their band. He was their band leader for years. Um, but after the leading singer passed away, then he came with me full time, and that has really, really worked out.
Mm.
He was the band director for Dennis Edwards
Oh, okay.
and the Temptations.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. Mm-hmm.
So he was working with me part time at the time. But after Dennis passed, then we got together full time.
Okay.
So that's been great for me. And I did a lot of work in Chicago with Tom Washington. Um, and he's still producing me.
Okay.
And that has been really great. He worked with the Shy Lights. Uh, um, he worked with a lot of groups. And I've just been fortunate to have him to work with me.
All right. So
Really thankful for that.
you said you performed at the Fox and you'd like to go back, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What about the Sheldon? You ever perform there?
Yes. I've been there. Wow, at least 5 times.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and enjoyed it every moment of it. Yes, I've been there at least 5 times.
They brag about
But I've never really actually have done my own show at the Sheldon. I've always been invited and performed with other artists at the
Okay.
Sheldon.
Sure.
Yes.
So
So the next question is who would you like to perform with given the opportunity that you haven't yet?
Well, oh wow. I hadn't really thought about that. Um, and I'm really not choosy. um, let me see. I just can't think of anyone that I'd like to do a duet, but since Otis Clay, the last duet that I did, I haven't really thought much about who I would like to perform with.
Okay. So what album is that with Otis Clay?
The album is called Play Something Pretty.
Say something pretty. Okay.
And it was a Johnny Taylor song, and Otis Clay and I did it as a duet.
Oh, okay.
And the song is called Play Something Pretty.
Johnny Taylor.
Okay, so this is
Yeah,
my
and I
last
also
question.
did another. I did one of Luther Ingram's song with Otis Clay. We did that as a duet, and it was called Steal Away to the Hideaway.
Okay.
And that too is on that CD.
So this is my last question.
Hmm.
What would you like for people to say about your music?
That it is very soothing, and It really makes sense. And they love it and enjoy listening to it.
Well, I can say
I
for sure
want
I'm going to
people
be
to
listening to a lot more of you.
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I can say
Oh,
for sure I'm going to be listening to a lot more of you.
okay. I'm really happy to hear that. Share my world, play something pretty, not out there. So, and it's all on YouTube. So try to tune in.
Okay.
You'll enjoy. You'll enjoy.
Did you have anything else, Warren?
I had to unmute my mic. Yeah, we'll definitely go to YouTube and check you out, and you and Otis Clay and some more stuff. I think I got an old CD from you that I got from you a while back, but I have to find it. So I'm gonna look for that too.
You remember the name or anything like that?
Oh,
Probably
I
not.
really don't. Because when I moved, I had to pack all that stuff away, and I may have some stuff still packed. But I think I may have
Oh,
put it
okay.
on my car drive.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll go
I've done several on my own. A woman's point of view, play something pretty, in the mood.
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't
It's been
recall
quite
it,
a
but I
few.
would definitely look for it.
Yeah, I do understand that one.
So when we get the wing fling thing going back, I definitely want to go down there and hang out with Bernie, and hopefully you'll be able to come show up.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Wherever Bernie is, I'm somewhere close by. No, I really would thank you guys for having me on.
It was truly our pleasure. I enjoy
Yes,
talking to
we were
people
blessed to have you on, and
that
we
work
hope
hard
the
at
best
doing their
for you
craft.
and keep in touch for sure.
Oh, definitely. City Jazz is the place to be.
It is the place to be.
Yes. Thank you so much.
So we really appreciate it, and we look forward to having you back again. We're gonna after the things open up, and then we'll try to bring you back into in studio, and maybe you could sing something for us.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
I think that would be great.
Yeah, that would be awesome
Okay.
when we get to that point. We can do that.
All right. I look forward to that.
So thank you very much.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you. All righty. Have a great rest.
City Jazz Sessions is brought to you by St. Louis City Jazz, a 501c3 company dedicated to music education and appreciation. The CEO is Magic Man 50, and for more ways to connect with City Jazz Sessions, visit cityjazzsessions.wixsite.com/St. Louis. The City Jazz Sessions team includes host, content director, and guest coordinator, jazz great Ronnie Barrage. Follow Ronnie at ronniebarrage.biz. Host, website designer, graphic artist, content director, and guest coordinator, singing sensation Leica. Discover more about Leica at leicamusic.com. Additional production services are provided by Lions Den Productions. Go to thelionsdenstl.wixsite.com/home. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more great content.